Right, BBC Tees, Bob Fisher here on 95 FM DAB and online, bbc.co.uk/tees. Got Palace here with me in the studio. Hello, gents.
Hi, Bob.
Thanks for coming in. Good to finally meet you all. I've been playing your stuff for quite a while now.
Yeah.
So it's the first time we've actually sat down in a room together. So thank you very much for coming in. Are you all
Pleasure's all ours.
No, are you all in reasonable health and everything?
Slightly hungover, maybe.
Where were you last night?
A couple of us went out in Newcastle.
Oh, you in Newcastle last night?
Yeah, well, we
Do you know how impressed I was with that exotic night out?
Yeah, two of me and Grant live there, so...
Oh, dear.
Yeah, we got a university in, like, Northumbria, and then Sonny and Johnny live in Hartlepool.
That would explain it. Did you all go out in Newcastle last night?
No, just me and Grant.
Alright, okay.
Our drummer's missing.
Oh yeah, our drummer's Pooley, so that's why he's not here, Tom.
Is your drummer Pooley because he was out in Newcastle last night?
No, he went to a dodgy Chinese restaurant last night.
Don't name it. Don't name it. Whatever you do. Are we suggesting he has... And I'll do that annoying thing with my fingers doing speech marks now. Is it a stomach upset?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So,
is he in a bad way?
yeah, we saw him earlier and he didn't look too...
Too good, like.
Too good or too bad?
He didn't look too good.
Right. Let's face it, he's a drummer. They never look particularly great.
Yeah, you can never rely on them, really. Tom, if you're listening, we're all very disappointed.
Oh, get well soon, Tom. I'm gonna go on his side now, having said that. All right, well, look, should we do a live one? Are you kind of set up with guitars and things?
Yeah.
Aren't you? So
Are
it
you
would-
all set up now?
Wow, you've got an exciting microphone gizmo that you've plugged in here, which is kind of interesting. Right, sorry, I'm just tinkering with your mic levels again. Put them back down to where they were when we all agreed that was where they should be. But yes, right, what are you going to play for us first?
It's a track called Loose Tooth.
Loose
We
Tooth.
put it online a few months ago, just before we planned on releasing our EP, just because we hadn't released anything in quite a while.
Yeah.
We recorded it about a year ago, and yeah, it's been played on. You've played it quite a few
I
times, and yeah, so it's called Loose Tooth.
All right, all yours, gents.
1, 2, 3.
Can't stay
Fabulous, thank you very much. Palace playing live here on BBC T's. Me, Bob Fisher. You want to gather round the mics, gents. Let's talk about life and the universe. How did you all find each other then? Were you kind of friends before the band started? How did you all come together? Was it school?
Best friends since school, since year 7 really.
Yeah, since we were like 11.
Yeah.
I'm ancient. What's year 7? How old's that? Things have changed since I was at school.
5, so we were like 11, 12.
Right, okay. With any kind of musical interest at that point, or were you just friends?
Yeah, we just all loved the Arctic Monkeys.
Did you?
There's a lot of bands that, like, I'm sure a lot of bands style like that.
I feel very old now knowing that you were listening to the Arctic Monkeys at the age of 11. That's terrifying. When did it begin to develop into a band?
Well, I'd always played guitar since I was quite young, and Tom, our drummer, sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, I'd played guitar since I was about 7 or 8 years old, and Tom had played the drums as well in a couple of bands when he was younger, just like playing covers and stuff, and we'd all been into the same bands, and Grant was wanting to start guitar, so I can't really remember the conversation that we had that like set off the band or anything, but
You started a band before I was in, didn't you?
yeah. It was just quite a natural thing.
Yeah.
We all like loved sort of jamming together anyway, so
Did it start in school rehearsal rooms, that kind of thing? Music room, lunchtime?
we play in Tom's Nana's garage.
Yay! It was the most rock and roll. Was that your first gig?
Yeah.
No, that's there's a fine tradition of garage bands going back 40 odd years.
Yeah, we still play that now, like.
Dear.
That's not any better, like.
Bloke next door hammering on the wall in a string vest, trying to get his lawnmower out.
We have to stop at 9 o'clock because we've had a few complaints.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh no. You just need to turn the volume down. Do an acoustic set after 9 o'clock. And you're working at the moment with Andy Kelly, who's many Teesside people will know. He's a kind of fine promoter and record label owner. How did yours and Andy's paths cross?
Well, it was through a mutual friend of ours, Brian Barnes. He'd put on
From the Woven Project.
Yeah,
You've been in
yeah.
here quite a bit. Yeah.
We recorded a track ourselves and then put it online. And I'd shown it to Brian because I knew that he put on like local gigs in the town.
Yeah.
And Brian introduced us to Andy, and Andy really liked some of our stuff. We played our first gig for Andy was at the Westgarth with Spartan Hide and Beast.
Oh, really?
And then
That's not a bad debut.
No, yeah, it was really good. And
Until the bingo announcement.
oh yeah, halfway through, we were playing a song called St Albans, and there was like a bingo hall downstairs or something, or they were playing bingo downstairs, and they came the downstairs bingo caller came through on the PA like halfway through on that song.
So you're giving it kind of things we used to do.
Yeah.
2 little ducks, number 22.
That's exactly what. Yeah.
I was just like 2 and 8, 28. Who's saying that?
It's so weird.
It's like, should we get off? Or?
You know what was happening?
That's it. There's a kind of crisis of confidence there if you were going to give way to the bingo caller. Just pretend that you're in Tom's Nana's garage, crank up the volume as much as you can, go from there.
Take the ball unwanted.
Right, I'm going to play a track if that's okay, and then we'll come back and do another live one.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Great stuff. All right, this is...